Hi everybody, Jennifer Blevin-Smith here with Integral Clinic Solutions, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Navigating the Business of Medicine. Hi everybody, today's topic we are going to talk about National Drug Code Billing or NDC code billing. There is a lot of confusion around the billing for NDC codes and injectable administered medications because not only can the units differ from the actual amount that was given to the patient, but the measurable units can also be different. So I'm just going to do a quick video to review this, and you're probably going to have to do more research so it makes more sense, but hopefully this will help you start that process and give you some resources that you can go back and look at. So I will be putting links to all of these sites that I'll be showing you in the description for the video so that you can go back and you can look at them, you can bookmark them if you want, and whatever. So right here is the U.S. Food and Drug Administration website, the FDA, and it talks about all things related to the National Drug Code. It has the database, you can search for NDC codes, and it's really good information. It's really important, I think, to read up on this just so you have a background since you're going to be dealing with it. But one of the biggest things that people don't realize is that every listed drug product is given a unique 10-digit 3-segment number. And that number tells the insurance company a bunch of different information. So the first part of the number is going to identify the labeler, kind of like the manufacturer. The second part of that 3-segment number is going to tell you the product. And the third part is the trade package size, so whatever form and how many, the quantity that you get essentially. And it will also tell insurances if it was a sample that was provided by a drug rep, I know they don't do a ton of those anymore, or a sample by a company, then it will tell them that you're trying to bill for something that you didn't even have to pay for, and you can't do that. So there's a lot of information that they gather from this number, and billing out this number correctly with the attached unit can cause a lot of heartache if you don't understand what you're doing, and you can get a lot of rejections and a lot of frustration. So that's why I'm doing this, because I do see that a lot. There's a few ways that the segment can be constructed. It could be 4 digits, 4 digits, 2 digits. It could be 5 digits, 3 digits, 2 digits, or it can be 5 digits, 4 digits, 1 digit. But nonetheless, they're always 10 digits. Unfortunately, for billing purposes, and the way that it's been developed and constructed on the billing side, is it needs 11 digits. Yes, I did say it needs an extra digit. So a lot of times, your billing company will guide you and give you information on how to make it 11 digits. And a lot of times it's by using a 0 in one of the segments that is less than it should be. So if this was a 342 segment number, then you would add the leading 0 in the first number to make it 4 digits. So it's just one of those things that you just need to follow the instructions that you need to make it so it will go through. Right here you can see, here's the example that they use on this website, and so they're saying, you know, if it's 442, then you need to put the leading 0 to make it 542, because they're saying that the standard practice of NDC numbers should be the 5 in the first segment, 4 digits in the second segment, and 2 in the third segment. So if you're short a digit in one of the segments, then that segment you lead with a 0 and add the rest. And it gets a little confusing. I'm a visual person, so this helps me a lot, but when I had to learn this, it took a little bit of time. So if that's you as well, where it's taking a little bit of time to understand this, don't be hard on yourself. Just really make the effort to understand it, and hopefully you can talk to somebody and have an interactive conversation that somebody can also help you and give you some examples and do them with you. This other point that they make is really good, that the HCPCS code units differ from the NDC units, like I was saying. So your HCPCS units are how it is administered usually, but the NDC units are different because if your HCPCS code units are in milligrams, but you have to bill liquids in milliliters, you have to do a little bit of math usually. There are some resources out there. I know Availity has an NDC unit calculator that will help you. You put in the drug and you put in the dose, and it will help you know what kind of billing NDC units you need to input on the claim. So definitely check that out. Everybody pretty much usually has access to Availity, so hopefully you will. If not, then there are some places that you can download like an Excel sheet that's set up to put in the numbers and it will do the calculation for you. I will definitely make sure that I try to put that link for that location in the description as well. And so my example that I'm going to do today is going to be for Zofran or ondansetron. So here's ondansetron. This is just the basics of the injectable medication. I'm not doing the ODT or the oral. This is just for the injectable solution. So the injectable solution is 2 milligrams per milliliter. So that means for every milliliter, you are getting a dose of 2 milligrams of the drug. So one of my favorite sites to go to is buyandbill.com. It's free to create an account, and I'm showing you ondansetron here. The nice thing about it is it will tell you the HCPCS code, it will tell you the descriptor, it will tell you the units. So right here, this is not what we want, right? Because this is the oral medication and I want to do the liquid injectable. So I'm going to go down here. It's still ODT. Here we go. So it's a J code. J2405 is the HCPCS code. It's ondansetron HCl. It's injection. This is a short description, so it will tell you the descriptor for the HCPCS, and it's per milligram. So you're like, okay, there's gotta be a little math here to be able to bill it because we can't bill in milligrams, we have to bill in milliliters. So when I looked up this drug right here, we see that 2 milligrams is 1 milliliter, okay? And let's say the patient is going to get 4 milligrams, okay? So they can get 8 milligrams or 4 milligrams. So we're going to do the smaller dose, most likely a PEDS dose. We're going to do 4 milligrams. So 4 milligrams right here, you would think that you would just put in 4 for billing, but that's not true because it has to be in milliliters. So if we're giving 4 milligrams and you get 2 milligrams per milliliter, then how many does it take to get to 4 milligrams? It takes 2. So it's going to be 2 milliliters as our billing units. So when you enter the NDC code, you're most likely going to be putting information in the background of your setup that's going to have the NDC code, lot numbers, expiration, and it's going to ask you for billing units. And so billing units, you're going to say it's milliliters, and you're going to say that 1 milliliter is 2 milligrams. So, and a lot of times people make cheat sheets for their back office when they're doing this, or their billing team for their most commonly billed J codes and medications, so they don't have to do this and go search every time. And once you do it repeatedly, you would definitely know, what you're doing. But you'll definitely want to make sure that you are making sure that your calculations are correct. So if I'm going to give 4 milligrams and it comes in 2 milligrams per milliliter, then I know they're going to have to get double this, so that means it's going to be 2 milliliters. And then you bill per unit. And as you can see here, this is really nice because it will kind of tell you by the month, like kind of where it's getting the lowest and highest reimbursement. So let's say you are going off of your highest WAC price and it's 56 cents a unit reimbursement. You're going to bill out probably at least, 150%. So let's just say make it $1 to make it easy. So every unit you're going to bill out to the insurance $1 to anticipate, the contractual obligations and adjustments. So you're going to bill out $1 per unit. You're billing out 2 units. So you're going to bill out $2 for this medication. And the nice thing about this website as well is you can click on this link right here and it opens it up and it shows you all the NDCs that are aligned to this J code, this HCPCS code, and it shows you the NDC number. You could, compare it to what you have in the office and the manufacturer. It tells you how many units come in the package, what the WAC price is per package, what the WAC per HCPCS units is, and the AWP if you're going to bill off that. And then you can also click this little calculator and it will help you try to figure out the pricing of the drug as a whole. So you can say you want to use the WAC and you have one package and you're going to mark up, let's say 50%, and you calculate and its unit pricing is 24 cents. So the result is $7.20. And then you can save it and then you can add it over here. It will give you all of the information and then you can export it, print it, whatever you want to do. So this is really nice if you want to compare pricing, if you want to try to determine how much to charge, if you're new to this or it's a new product that you're billing. So this is definitely a reference. I really love this website. You do have to make sure you remember that the HCPCS units is not the same as the NDC units, but it will definitely tell you how this is going to go so that you can go, okay, so it's 1 milligram and this is 2 milligrams per mil. So I know that if your billing system converts and you can put in that you gave them 2 milligrams, then it should automatically give you the NDC of 2 milliliters. That would be great. 4 milligrams, then it should give you 2 milliliters. So, just you got to play with it. You got to see what your tools are that you're working with, how you need to set it up on your end because all billing software is different. EMRs are different on how things are loaded into chart notes and claims or super bills and then created claims. So you just have to look at all of this. And I know this was a fast breakdown, but I wanted to bring it to your attention because billing units, NDC units, are not the same as dosage units, and that's where things get really confusing and claims get rejected, or you could be shorting yourself money, or you could be overbilling and end up having to provide money back, refunds to insurances. So making sure that you understand this process is really important, especially if you are giving any kind of medication administration in your office. So smash that thumbs up button if today's video was helpful. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and take care of yourself. Be happy, enjoy this sunshine, get some vitamin D. Bye-bye.